Have you ever wondered how a notorious group like the Ku Klux Klan could evolve into something even more sinister? Imagine a world where these ideologies are not just confined to hoods and robes, but roar through the streets on motorcycles. This is the disturbing rise of the Ku Klux Klan bikers. In the shadows of society, a transformation was brewing. The Ku Klux Klan, known for its heinous acts of racism and hatred, found a new expression: the Sadistic Souls motorcycle club. This wasn't just any biker gang. It was a group deeply entrenched in white supremacist ideologies, aiming to prove the so-called extinction of the white race. The Ku Klux Klan's history is marked by periods of dormancy and resurgence. In recent years, the Klan has sought to expand its influence beyond traditional methods. The formation of the Sadistic Souls motorcycle club is a testament to this strategy. This evolution from robes to leather jackets signifies a shift in tactics, aiming to appeal to a broader, perhaps younger audience, while maintaining their core ideologies of racial purity and supremacy. The Klan's activities have always ranged from intimidation to outright violence. This legacy continues with the Sadistic Souls, who are not just a symbol of hate, but an active participant in the propagation of Klan ideologies. Their presence on the streets, clad in symbols of hate, serves as a constant reminder of the Klan's enduring influence in certain segments of society. One of the main characters in this novel, Dennis Michael McGiffin, was formerly a Grand Dragon, or high-ranking member of the Ku Klux Klan. He became weary of the Klan's antiquated ideas and conventional tactics over time. McGiffin sought to produce something fresh and powerful. He envisioned an organization that would fuse the macho, rebellious image of motorcycle riders with the terror and intimidation associated with the Klan. It was this idea that inspired him to create a new company. McGiffin's plan was to create a contemporary, aggressive organization that would garner interest and disseminate its message more successfully. He saw an opportunity to further the beliefs of the Klan by taking advantage of the motorcycle culture, which is renowned for its audacity and feeling of fraternity. His method of revitalizing and redefining the movement was to combine the antiquated racist dread with a fresh, rebellious aesthetic. McGiffin's ideas gave rise to the New Order, later known as the Souls Motorcycle Club, a group of cruel people. This was more than simply a rebranding. It was a major alteration in the way the organization behaved and presented itself. The Cruel Souls represented McGiffin's goal of transforming the white supremacist cause into something more vibrant and extensive than merely a motorbike gang. Under his direction, the group combined the legendary Klan heritage with the freedom and aggressiveness of motorcycle culture in an attempt to make a striking statement. In 1998, a shocking discovery was made. Law enforcement, through a meticulously planned raid, unearthed a horrifying scheme by the Sadistic Souls Motorcycle Club, a group with deep ties to the Ku Klux Klan. Their plan was chillingly simple yet catastrophic: to poison a major water supply with cyanide. This toxic chemical, known for its lethal properties, could have caused unimaginable harm. This sinister plot, reminiscent of a scene from a dystopian novel, served as a stark warning. It highlighted a new, dangerous evolution in domestic terrorism, where extremist ideologies could translate into large-scale, real-world violence. But how did this group, with such a dark agenda, manage to rise to prominence? What fueled their radical ideologies, and how did they plan to achieve their goals? In 2012, a major event happened in the world of extremist groups in America. The Sadistic Souls Motorcycle Club, known for their connection to the Ku Klux Klan, decided to join with another group called the Aryan Nations. This was a big deal because it brought together two groups that both believed in white supremacy, creating a very infamous neo-Nazi organization. The Aryan Nations had been around since the 1970s, started by a man named Richard Butler in Idaho. They were known for their strong dislike of Jewish people and their belief that white people were better than others. When they teamed up with the Sadistic Souls, a biker gang with a scary reputation, it meant that their hateful ideas could spread even more. This alliance was like mixing old racist beliefs with the tough, bold style of a biker gang. The Sadistic Souls brought a new kind of energy to the Aryan Nations, making them more noticeable and feared. Together, they started doing more things to share their hate-filled ideas, like holding rallies and even planning violent acts. By joining forces, these groups showed a scary change in how extremist groups operate in the US. They combined the organized approach of a hate group with the strong, aggressive presence of a biker gang. The alliance between the Sadistic Souls Motorcycle Club and the Aryan Nations, formed in 2012, faced significant challenges almost from the start. Although both groups shared a belief in white supremacy, they had different ideas and ways of doing things, which led to disagreements and power struggles. The Sadistic Souls, known for their bold racism and attention-grabbing behavior, didn't always see eye to eye with the leaders of the Aryan Nations, who had their own way of running things. These differences created a lot of tension within the merged group. The Sadistic Souls, with their biker gang attitude, were more outspoken and aggressive in their approach. This often clashed with the Aryan Nations' strategies and long-term goals. As time went on, these conflicts grew, making it hard for the two groups to work together. In 2014, a major shift occurred for the Sadistic Souls Motorcycle Club. Their partnership with the Aryan Nations, which had seemed strong, began to crumble due to disagreements and conflicting goals. This led to a decision to go their separate ways. But for the Sadistic Souls, this breakup was not the end of their journey. Rather, it was the start of a new chapter. Dennis Michael McGiffin, the leader of the Sadistic Souls, saw this split as an opportunity. He was determined not to let the group dissolve. Instead, he wanted to use this moment to strengthen and revitalize the club. McGiffin's vision was to expand the group's influence and make their presence felt more strongly in the world of extremist groups. With renewed vigor, McGiffin steered the Sadistic Souls in a new direction. He focused on increasing their membership, bringing in new people who shared their beliefs. The goal was to make the group larger and more powerful. He also initiated new activities and projects to spread their extremist ideology further. This was a time of significant change for the Sadistic Souls. They were no longer just a part of a larger organization like the Aryan Nations. Now, they were an independent group with their own identity and agenda. As of today, the Sadistic Souls Motorcycle Club remains a significant and concerning presence in the realm of extremist groups. Despite facing numerous challenges, including disagreements within their own ranks and increased attention from law enforcement, they have continued to push forward with their agenda. The Sadistic Souls have managed to maintain their influence and even expand it beyond their initial scope. They have done this by adapting to changing circumstances and finding new ways to promote their ideology. This persistence shows their commitment to their cause, which revolves around promoting white supremacist beliefs and practices. Their activities are not just confined to one area or region. The Sadistic Souls have made efforts to spread their message across different states and even internationally. This expansion indicates their ambition to have a broader impact and to connect with like-minded individuals and groups outside their immediate geographic area. Despite the crackdowns by law enforcement agencies, which have intensified over the years, the Sadistic Souls have found ways to continue their operations. They have become more cautious and strategic in their actions to avoid detection and interference. This adaptability has allowed them to survive and even thrive in an environment that is increasingly hostile to their existence. As we delve into the dark corners of extremism, it's crucial to understand the evolution of these groups. The journey of the Ku Klux Klan bikers from a notorious hate group to a militant motorcycle club is a stark reminder of the changing face of domestic terrorism. What do you think drives the transformation of such extremist groups, and how should society respond to this evolving threat? Share your thoughts in the comments below.